Hey babe, welcome home. What do you mean, a ghost story? I mean, yeah, I kinda have the third sight, but where did this come from? You and the guys were sharing ghost stories? Okay. But I thought that you were afraid of ghosts, so where is this coming from exactly? I mean, yeah, I did mention it in passing to you, but I said I never... Oh, okay, so you want to hear it now? Which one should I tell? I mean, there's a few. Okay, there is this one story that I remember from when I was a kid, but the funny thing about it is that I never actually realized until I was like a bit older that I actually had a conversation with a ghost. Okay, wait, let me just turn on the light. Oh, okay, wait, where? Okay, there. So yeah, I'm just get comfortable. Okay, so my mother worked at this university, right? She works in the registrar's office. It's kind of like, where records are and whatnot. And it was vacation time. I think I was around 5 or was it 6 or 7 years old? But yeah, around that age. So no classes. This was like a university, so a college. They had an elementary school, but I digress. So it was vacation time. Like literally no one was in the university, except for like a few faculty and maybe like part-time student workers. So yeah, so here I was exploring the building. It was, I think, 3 floors or 4 floors. And then I was there, like, I don't know. The rooms were open, like, not a soul in the whole building except for, like, the ground floor where, like, the faculty is working with, like, papers for, I think, graduating students or whatnot. But yeah, so here I was visiting room to room looking for chalk, just I don't know, like to draw on blackboard or the blackboard or something like that. And so there was nothing on the first floor. I found a few like chalks maybe, and then second floor it's basically the same thing. And then when I got to the third floor, it was the same, eerie, relatively eerier than the first and second floor. And then when I came to the room, the third room from the stairs to the left of the building, there was a student there, a girl. She was wearing a uniform, and me being like a child, I kinda never thought about it. It was a school, there was a student in a uniform, and to a child, I think that was normal. I never really thought about it. So yeah, she asked me, what was I doing there? So I said, my mother works here, and I was bored. I was looking for a chalk. And then she invited me inside the room. So I was like, okay. She looks like a nice lady. That's fine. Then we kind of got talking. We talked for a while, like around 30 minutes to an hour or so. And I can't remember the flow or what we actually talked about, but I do remember her asking me what grade I was, and again, what was I doing in the building. So again, I said I was this grade, and then I was looking for a chalk, and then I asked her what she was doing there, and she said she was waiting for someone. And then she asked me if I could see ghosts or something. And then I specifically remember I remember saying yes, I could, because I had this incident when I was a child, but that's another story. But yeah, and then no, I need to tell the story, because from that incident when I was a child, I had like my full third eye open, and then when I saw like the black lady inside the abandoned bathroom that my aunt had. It's basically vacant because they moved, so nobody was there. And then the house of my aunt that was supposed to block the view from the bathroom was, demolished and whatnot. So, okay, I saw like black kittens inside the derelict bathroom. So I kind of stared hard into it, and then just suddenly out of nowhere, there was like a black shadow with like fuzzy hair. And as a child, I didn't quite realize it then, but I said maybe there was someone there, like the shadow that projects inside the bathroom. But it was afternoon, and nobody was there. Like literally no one was there. And the only way that you could cast a shadow inside the bathroom is if somebody was standing by the door frame, which nobody was there. So when I kind of realized it, like this force or this feeling kind of hit me, and I was so terrified that I ran back into the house and I hid under the covers. So my mother told me, like, why are you so pale? And I remember not saying anything to her, or I just said something, like I saw something and something. I don't really remember, but that was when my third eye actually closed. But anyway, let me go back to the story. What? I'm just telling you as it is. I was a child, okay? I don't know if you're gonna believe me or not, but this is the story. So, yeah. And besides, you asked me to tell you a ghost story from my past, so I'm telling you now, so listen. Okay, so where was I? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so she asked me if I could see ghosts, and I told her about that I could see ghosts. And then she said, what did she say? I kind of don't remember exactly, but we continued our conversation, and I talked to her about something about seeing a ghost girl in uniform or something. I kind of don't remember, but yeah, but after that, I think I told her that, I need to go because it was getting late. I think it was around 4 o'clock or something in the afternoon. And what was funny was that I remember going up there like around 1 o'clock. But yeah, when I got outside the room, it was like around 4 or 5 o'clock. That's why I said to her that I kind of need to go because my mother might be looking for me, and we were going home. And she said okay. And then when I left the room, I kind of forgot my chalks. So before I kind of was going down the stairs to the left side of the room, like where the nearer stairs were, I remember that I forgot my chalk, and being a child, that's kind of like a treasure. There's no school that you need a chalk or whatever. But yeah, when I went back into the room, she was gone. And I just kind of realized this thing like after maybe 15 years that I actually talked to a ghost. It was so freaky. It was kind of weird, but I at the same time it's like that happened, Like I literally vividly remember talking to a girl in school uniform during like a period, or I think it was like a semestral break and students were graduating, and like I specifically remember that scenario when I was a child. It was just kind of, again, it was kind of weird, creepy, but then like like one of those wow moments. So yeah. Let's not look for. I'm telling you as I remember it. I don't know if you believe it, but again, you asked me, so I told you. Do I still see them now? Well, not particularly, because I said that my third eye closed, so, but I can still kind of tell if they're like a man, a woman, or a child. And for some reason, I can tell their age, like how young they are. Like if they're like really a child, like if they're like old, or I can see their general appearance, if that makes sense. But I mean, I'm a creep. No, I'm not. I'm not weird. I haven't seen one in a while, but there's like this lingering feeling in a few places that I visit, but nothing really strong. Yeah. What? Okay. I'm gonna stop. I'm kind of scaring myself. Let's just go ahead and watch movies, okay? I'll get the food. Give me a sec.